Have you ever felt that someone you love suddenly became a stranger? That quiet distance, that unspoken silence, hurts more than any fight. Today, we're diving into a story that will touch your heart, the truth behind what really happened between Jungkook and Taehyung, and how Taehyung's anger revealed something far deeper than anyone ever imagined. So before we begin, take a deep breath, subscribe if you believe that true friendship always finds its way back, because this story will remind you that even stars have scars. The distance you can't see. They say time doesn't always break bonds. Sometimes it just hides them behind pride. For years, Jungkook and Taehyung were inseparable. Laughter echoing in hallways, late-night talks, shared dreams of standing on world stages together. But lately, something had changed. Jungkook had grown quieter, busier, always lost in his world of perfection, practice, and endless pressure. And Taehyung, the soul of emotions, started feeling like a shadow in his best friend's life. Taehyung, softly. You don't call anymore, Kookie. Jungkook, tired smile. I've just been working, Hyung. You know how it is. Taehyung, yeah, work. Always work. That night, they stood on opposite sides of the practice room. Music played, but silence screamed louder. It wasn't anger at first. It was confusion, the kind that builds when love turns into misunderstanding. Taehyung's smile faded slowly, day by day, replaced by questions he never asked out loud. And Jungkook? He kept everything inside because he thought silence was strength. But silence can break even the strongest hearts. When anger comes from love. Weeks passed. The group laughed, filmed and performed, but the space between Jungkook and Taehyung grew wider. Fans started to notice too. Fewer moments together, no shared glances, no playful fights. And one night, during a small get-together after rehearsal, everything spilled out. Taehyung couldn't take it anymore. Taehyung, voice trembling. You know what hurts the most, Jungkook? It's not that you're busy. It's that you didn't even notice that I stopped waiting. Jungkook, confused, what are you talking about? Taehyung. Every time I called you said later. Every time I looked you looked away. I thought we were brothers. Jungkook, quietly, we are. Taehyung. Then why does it feel like we're strangers? The words hit hard. Not because they were loud but because they were true. Jungkook's eyes lowered. He wanted to say he cared. He wanted to explain that the pressure of being perfect had stolen his peace, that he wasn't ignoring Taehyung. He was just drowning silently. But words failed. Sometimes love doesn't need explanations. It needs presence. And Taehyung, feeling invisible, walked away that night. His anger masking the pain of feeling forgotten. Fog, the storm inside. In the days that followed, things got colder. They still worked together. Same room, same schedule, same smiles for cameras, but behind the stage there was an invisible wall. Taehyung's laughter became rare. Jungkook avoided his gaze, afraid of what he might see. Guilt, sadness, or maybe both. One evening, Jungkook found himself scrolling through old videos. Their old memories. Taehyung laughing at his jokes. Singing together. Late-night studio moments filled with dreams. And that's when it hit him. He hadn't lost Taehyung. He had just stopped showing up for him. Jungkook, to himself, how did I let this happen? He closed his eyes, remembering Taehyung's words. I thought we were brothers. Tears fell silently. Because no fame, no spotlight, no achievement could replace the warmth of a friend who truly knew your soul. That night, Jungkook made a decision to fix what was broken. Not with apologies through text or fake smiles, but with honesty. The talk that changed everything. It was late, the kind of night when the world sleeps but hearts stay awake. Jungkook walked to the rooftop of their dorm, where he knew Taehyung often went when he needed space. And yes, there he was. Taehyung sitting quietly looking at the stars. Jungkook, softly. You still come here, huh? Taehyung, without turning. Some places feel safer than people. Jungkook sighs. I deserved that. A long silence followed. The kind of silence that holds years of emotions. Then Jungkook spoke, not as an idol, not as a performer, but as a friend. Jungkook. I was scared, Tae. I thought if I stopped working I'd fall behind. I didn't realize I was losing something more important, you. Taehyung quietly. You think a call or a text would have fixed that? Jungkook. No, but showing up would've. I'm sorry I didn't. Taehyung finally looked at him, eyes tired but soft. Taehyung. You know, I wasn't angry because you were busy. I was angry because I missed you. That line broke everything inside Jungkook. The walls, the pride, the silence, gone. He stepped closer. Jungkook. Then let me start again. As your brother. And Taehyung smiled. That small, real smile that once lit up every room. Healing isn't always loud. Forgiveness doesn't always come with tears. Sometimes it comes quietly. In laughter after months of silence, in shared meals, in music that feels alive again. Slowly, the bond began to heal. Jungkook started showing up, not just for the group but for his friend. Taehyung started believing again that distance doesn't kill love. Ego does. They began to talk again, not about work, not about fame, but about life, art, and everything they once dreamed of. And fans, they noticed it too. The spark returned. The smiles, the glances, the inside jokes. But what they didn't see was the quiet apology that had already happened under the stars. Two souls remembering what truly mattered. Brothers beyond the spotlight. Months later, during a concert rehearsal, Taehyung accidentally stumbled during choreography. Before anyone else could react, Jungkook reached out, caught him and laughed. Jungkook. See? Still got your back, young. Taehyung, smiling. Guess some things never change. And in that simple moment, everything came full circle. They didn't need to say much. Because real friendship doesn't need grand gestures. It just needs truth, patience, and a heart that refuses to give up. The message to the listener. If you've ever had a friend who drifted away, if you've ever stayed awake wondering why things changed, remember this: sometimes people don't leave because they stop caring. They leave because they're lost. And the ones who matter, they always find their way back. Jungkook and Taehyung's story isn't about anger or distance. It's about growth. It's about realizing that love in any form, friendship, brotherhood, family, survives even when words fail. So if you're listening right now, maybe this is your sign. Text that friend. Call that person you miss. Say what's in your heart before silence becomes too heavy. Because life's too short for maybe later. As the music fades and the lights dim, remember, even stars burn brighter when they shine together. Jungkook and Taehyung found their way back, not because they were perfect, but because they never stopped caring. And maybe, just maybe, that's what true friendship really means. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe, because somewhere, someone needs to hear that love still wins. Always. Purple Heart.